Salespeople mix up what they should be doing when they are with the client, and listening is usually their weak point. Find out why and what they should be doing about it in today's show. Welcome back to Year 4 of this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Franchise Owner Tokyo, Master Trainer, President of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the Japanese translation of Japan Sales Mastery. My new book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, or in Japanese, トレーニングでお金を無駄にするのはやめましょう. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center here in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 187, and we are talking about real listening skills. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Real listening skills. Salespeople are always under pressure to meet their targets. In high-pressure situations, this creates certain behaviours that are not in the client's best interest. We know we should listen carefully to what the client wants before we attempt to suggest any solution for the buyer's needs. We know that by asking well-designed questions, we can possibly come up with an insight that triggers a, "Oh, we hadn't thought of that," reaction at best, and at worst, at least know if we have a solution for them or not. Under pressure, though, salespeople can go temporarily deaf. Even assuming they are smart enough to ask questions in the first place, they may fall over when it comes to listening to the buyer's answers. They're not actually plumbing the depths of what the client is trying to achieve. In fact, they are ignoring the hints and nuances in the sales conversation. What are they doing? They are fixated on their needs, their targets, achievement, their big bonus, and their job security. The client may have outlined what they had in mind, but that won't scratch because the salesperson needs a bigger sale to make target. They need to expand what the client wants regardless of whether the client needs that solution or not. Upselling, cross-selling are legitimate aspects of sales, but the purpose has to be very clear. It's not about making the salesperson more money. The client may not have the full view of what is possible because they will never know the seller's lineup of solutions as well as the salesperson. They will also not have had deep conversations with their competitors. They won't have been allowed behind the velvet curtain to see what their competitors are doing and how they are doing it. They will not have had a broad exposure to what other firms and industries are doing in terms of best practice. This is the value of the salesperson because they are constantly doing all of these things. They are collectors of stories, problems, breakthroughs, successes, and can connect many dots together. In this sense, they can see possibilities the client may not have known exist or may not have thought of. This is where the cross-sell and upsell add value because the salesperson can expand the client's world and help them to become more successful. That is a long way from ramping up the number value of the sale to make target. Nevertheless, this is what happens when the focus is on the wrong objective. If salespeople are trying to expand the complexity of the sale to manufacture a larger sale, at some point the client is going to drop out. Unless they see overwhelming value in increasing the scope, they are well aware that this enlarged project is over budget. Now, budget is just a fiction. We all know that. It is an imaginary estimate of where expenses could be allocated and occupies a cell in a spreadsheet. Many times we've seen budgets miraculously appear from nowhere when the perceived value is great. The rob Peter to pay Paul school of accounting. The point about value comes back to listening skills. If the salesperson is focused on the client's benefit, then they can rummage through their memory banks for best practices that could be applied to help the client achieve their aim. In the process, this may mean increasing the investment to get a bigger return. If the salesperson is just focused on getting their monthly number, they're not really paying attention to the client's needs at all. They just start padding the details of the project so that the numbers are bumped up. Once the client feels they're being ramped up for the salesperson's benefit, then the trust is gone and the deal won't happen anyway. Salespeople need to be really listening to the needs of the client and should forget about what they want. As Zig Ziglar said, if you can help enough other people get what they want, then you will get what you want. Zig was a great listener. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 188, we're talking about take a stand when presenting. Onegai tashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan Business Mastery.